So,
Hello students, today I'm here to talk to you about professionalism. I'd like you to think about someone in your life who you would deem a professional. Perhaps that person's a good communicator, maybe they speak in front of a group with ease, perhaps they supervise others effectively, maybe you define them as a good leader. But being a professional can be defined in many ways. And you may be asking yourself, how can I be a professional? What's my own definition of professionalism? And what will my employer expect of me? Well, finding a mentor in your workplace or school is very important. They can help guide the way and tell you what's appropriate and what's not in your workplace environment. So make sure you seek out a mentor. That mentor can be younger than you or older than you, but it should be someone in the workplace that understands the culture and can help define for you what professionalism means in that workplace. But for the purpose of this conversation and the time we have left together, I'd like to talk to you about what I call the 4 C's of professionalism. The first C of professionalism is clothing. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking clothing doesn't matter. You're thinking everyone has a business casual workplace, that wearing flip-flops is okay, that piercings are okay, and wacky hair is okay. And in some businesses, that's fine. But again, you need to understand the culture of your workplace very well. But there's this old adage that says, dress for the job you want to have, not the job you have right now. The second C of professionalism is communication. And communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening too. And when you're a new employee on the job, listening is far more important than what you have to say in a meeting. Because again, you're trying to establish what the culture is of the organization and what's appropriate to share and what is not. And you also need to work on your communication skills, which include verbal and nonverbal communication. What does your body say ahead of you? And then what language do you use? Ensure that you're using the right vocabulary and that you're being thoughtful about your comments. And again, don't forget about listening because that's half the battle of good communication. The third C of professionalism is competence. Competence is, do you know your job inside and out? Do you meet deadlines? Do you have initiative and drive and determination? And do you take on additional projects than what you were assigned originally? Competent professionals are always viewed as those that are ahead of the pack. They're innovative, they understand strategies, they're looking at best practices, they're going to conferences, viewing webinars, and they take their professional development seriously. I always chuckle when new employees ask me, how are you going to develop me professionally? And then I always say, I can support your professional development plan, but you have to create the plan. The final and fourth C of professionalism is cooperation. Have you met leaders and professionals before who are great at the job, they get all their work done, but they can never work in a team or get along with others? Well, those folks are not going to move up in the workplace. No matter whether you work alone most days or whether you work in a team, you're always going to need to communicate with someone else and be cooperative. Well, students, I hope you learned a little bit about professionalism today. Don't forget about the 4 C's: clothing, communication, competence, and cooperation. If you remember those 4 C's, it will take you a long way. And don't forget to find that mentor at your workplace because they can help you define the culture so you can rise to the top even more quickly. Good luck in professionalism. Have a great day.